Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Tuesday, the 7th of June. Today on the show, trailers galore and game delays, VR scares, then more game delays. Why am I so excited about game delays? I'm not. All right, here's what's been making headlines. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare might not sell as well as Activision assumed. According to VGCharts.com, Infinite Warfare has about 63,000 pre-orders across both consoles in the US, where at the same time last year, Black Ops 3 was already at 700,000. Considering the reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare is the second most disliked YouTube video of all time, ahead of Rebecca Black's Friday. Maybe this is a sign that people are finally sick of answering the call. And staying with things that are dying, Telltale's The Walking Dead series is coming back for season 3. In a tweet from Telltale's head of creative communications, Job Stauffer confirms that The Walking Dead season 3 will be available in Australia this spring. He's also confirmed their new Batman series will also be available this winter here down under and will be shown at E3. Moving on, and Microsoft wants you to treat your Xbox with a little more respect. Cortana is going to be making her way to the console, encouraging people to speak more naturally to their always listening, unblinking black boxes. Instead of barking orders like, Xbox, play dangerous golf, which is something no one should say ever, you'll soon be able to casually say, hey Cortana, I want to play some dangerous golf. The update is designed to be more forgiving to people who don't remember the exact commands needed to launch software, and for those of you without a Kinect, you'll be able to issue all these voice orders through your headset. And ahead of E3 week, a whole truckload of trailers have been dumped on the internet. Spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, Yooka-Laylee showed off its beautiful new game world, a glimpse at quite a few fun mechanics, and even pokes fun at Banjo's previous weird car building game, Nuts and Bolts. That game is shaping up to be exactly what I want it to be. Don't dangerous golf it in the last second, Yooka-Laylee. I don't want more STEM. Developers Playtonic also announced they are delaying the game from October this year to sometime before March 2017. The multiplayer teaser for Battlefield 1 told us to bring a club with nails on it to a rifle fight. How that guy made it that deep into the battlefield, I'll never know. Saints Row developer Volition announced Agents of Mayhem, which looks to be an open-world action game with lots of abilities, guns, and gadgets to play around with. No word yet if it's tied into the Saints universe, but given Volition's penchant for in-jokes, then I wouldn't be surprised. But as is video game lore, for every new IP announced, we must also get another FIFA game. And the inevitable FIFA 17 this year promises to change football! And by change football, they mean they've changed the game engine to Frostbite. An HD remake of Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, was announced for PS4 to be released in 2017. Watch Dogs 2 was teased with footage of a man playing on his phone, which is exactly what I was doing 20 seconds into that video. And finally, a new trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn dropped, and while it has some pretty on-the-nose dialogue...
Why am I an outcast? Who was my mother?
That is one very self-aware toddler. It does show off some stunning new landscapes, hints at the story we can expect, and even features a cameo from Dota 2's Juggernaut. However, with the trailer comes the announcement that this game has also been delayed from the end of this year to February 28th, 2017. But here's what hasn't been delayed. It's Thing of the Day. No, wait, it has been delayed. But just for a second. All right, roll it. Thing of the Day. Gerard Macy gave his buddy the ultimate VR demo by throwing him into the Brookhaven experience. Needless to say, he was not prepared. At all.
Oh my god! Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! Yo, this oh my Jesus!
Thing of the Day. I'm joined now by Hex for our talk through.
Hi.
Hi.
Eating my breakfast again.
Again, is it the same? I mean, obviously it's not the same muffin.
I have a very specific routine every week and it's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the gym, I eat my muffin, I have my cinnamon tea.
And not even appearing on other shows will break this routine.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Okay, now it's time for the talk through. Our question comes in from Nanto, who says, what do I make for dinner? I'm cold, hungry, and unmotivated to move from my cocoon of warmth. Can I eat blankets? Will they keep me warmer from the inside?
You need a slow cooker, my friend.
For the blankets?
No, just because like it is the most awesome, like throw everything in there, press a button, which, buttons are great.
Buttons are great.
When you just have to push a button.
Yep.
And then like it fills your house with deliciousness, and then when it's dinner time, you just get to eat it.
Yeah, to quote Arrested Development, baby, you got a stew going. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Now, that question actually came in a week ago, so I hope you did find something to eat and you're not dead. Our next question comes in from RuBoyRP97, who says, and very appropriately for today, what is your opinion on game delays? Do you feel as though they're positive to hear, that they're a sign that the devs really care about their game and want it to be as fine-tuned and perfect upon release? Or do you feel devs should commit to a release date once the date has been announced with no exceptions, no excuses? This is a question we got in from quite a few people.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk, particularly with No Man's Sky, I think was probably the one that's been generating the most.
That was the really big one, yeah.
Yeah, the most kind of outcry because of the delay.
Yep.
And I understand it is really frustrating when you are expecting something by a certain date, especially if you've invested money in it and then it doesn't deliver. However, I would say that on the whole, we would all prefer the product to be at its absolute best by the time we receive it.
We don't want any of this dangerous golf shit.
Yeah. You don't want it to be sort of broken. And I think, often developers are under pressure from publishers to get something out by a certain date, or we want that, those sweet Christmas dollars, and then you end up with something like Assassin's Creed Unity, which is like a huge franchise like that, which was just so broken when we first sort of started to play it. So. Yeah,
absolutely. I generally take delays as a good sign that they are trying to polish something up. I mean, today, I don't know if you heard, but Yooka-Laylee got delayed to 2017.
I did not hear that.
And Horizon Zero Dawn got delayed. And I mean, that woman has nearly your hair. So I know that must be sort of like, a really personal hit.
On a kindred hair spirit level, it hurts.
Yeah, so that one got pushed back as well. I'm fine with that stuff because I just generally expect that that's going to happen because they're taking time to polish that. The issues come when it is No Man's Sky or Mighty Number 9, The Last Guardian, these games that have storied histories of delays or just not announcing release dates.
It becomes about not setting yourself the right parameters.
Like realistic expectations.
Realistic sort of goals and targets to reach because, especially when you have a history of it, it's kind of like, well, but this time, guys, we're going to be like on time. It's likely not. And I think as well, you've got to remember that game making is a creative process. And even though you might have, done all of your charts and your timelines and projected how long things are going to take, things change or, things go wrong, or sometimes you might decide that it's not going in the direction that you thought it would, and maybe you need to redo some stuff, and that often is what causes delays a lot of the time. And I think, there needs to be a little bit of forgiveness around that.
Absolutely. I think that's such a good point about the creative thing. I think that probably adds so much to that. I think the other thing is we feel like we're entitled to these things, and we're not. We're not actually, like, they're making this thing, they're not making the game for us. They're making it for them, and they're hoping that we enjoy it. And obviously they want to sell it and that sort of thing, but they're making the game that they want to make. And so when people get outraged about delays, I think that there is an element of, you can be sad that you don't get the thing you wanted sooner, but I do think getting angry at them is not really helping anybody, and it kind of comes from this, it feels like it comes from an almost selfish kind of place of just throwing a bit of a tantrum because you didn't get the thing you wanted straight away.
Yeah.
When there are so many things all the time.
I can't really think of a specific instance in which having a game delayed has impacted my life in like a severe way.
Like, would you, yeah, exactly. Like, would you rather it be delayed and for it to be good, or for it to come out and for that thing that you were so excited about to have something fundamentally broken about it?
And be massively disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous goal. And so, yeah, I totally agree. One solution for this, I do feel like, is just stop announcing games. So back to your realistic expectations. I think that do the Fallout thing where you go, yeah, we're pretty much done with this game. We're putting it out in a couple of months. That's when you should announce your game.
Yeah.
Just let us know right before you're actually ready.
Blizzard
to ship.
often answer with when it's ready, which I always think is great.
Absolutely.
So when's it coming out? When it's done.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, boom, beta, and the game's here. So
and no one's shitty.
Yeah. Although I'm a little shitty about Yooka-Laylee, but I'll forgive you because you just look so adorable. All right, that's it to talk through. Are there any big games that have been delayed that you were really disappointed about? Do you think that you are in the right to expect this stuff when they say it, or are they sort of screwing you around? Let us know in the comments. And while you're on the internet, check out Good Game on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Want to meet fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at GoodGameTV. Follow Pocket at NichBoy, at Pierreth, at GGEditMonkey, at SamGee, and for 2 weeks at TobyGV. TobyGV. His name is at TobyGV. That's not his name, it's his Twitter handle. Her Twitter handle is at HexSteph.
That's right.
And there are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by Bella Kate. And it's quite highbrow. If you can match Bella Kate's artistic integrity and you have made a thing, please send it in. Now, Good Game is on tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
It's so hard to remember because we're shooting next week's episode today.
Yep.
So I've moved on.
Yep.
But tonight's episode will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Correct.
And Overwatch.
Overwatch.
And one of those games is good.
Yes. And
I'll let you guess which one.
the other one of those games should have been delayed to the point where it never came out.
Yes.
Yes. We're talking, of course, about Overwatch. Now, Good Game starts at 8:20 tonight, not 8:30. That's 8:20. And also in tonight's episode, there's a cool story about sexuality in video games made by our very own Little Old Tobes. So make sure you check that out as
Little
well.
old Tobes.
Yeah.
Patronizing much.
Well, yesterday I called him a toddler, so I'm switching between Little Old Tobes and Toddler Toby. All right, that's it for today's episode of My Pocketeers. Until tomorrow, Nick, bye out. Mwah.
Hex out. Mwah.
Oh, nice. Cinnamon kisses.
I feel like we need to talk about this dangerous golf thing. You seem to be really affected by it.
Have you played it yet?
I've played it.
Right, okay, yeah. It sucks.
It does suck, but I don't let it affect me. It just rolls right off me.
See, it's that I was really invested. I really wanted that to be good. I wanted that to be the Rocket League of golf.
What universe was a game called Dangerous Golf where you destroy a house with a golf ball ever going to be good?
Get out of my room. Just doesn't get it, man.